Welcome back to the channel. It's Halloween time. This year I'm taking a look at a bunch of Eshop games on sale that are perfect for this time of year. This video isn't just full of scary games, though there is some. It's got games for all types of gamers that fit the theme, with demons, monsters, aliens, and more. So there's something for everyone in this video. If you're looking for that perfect game for Halloween, you're in the right place. So make sure to hang on, and make sure to subscribe to the channel, as I tell you about a massive amount of awesome Nintendo Switch eShop deals. Ever wanted to be Death for a day? Well, in Flipping Death, you can. In this game, you play as Penny, who dies, and for whatever reason, she wakes up and finds herself filling in for the Grim Reaper. As Death, you interact with the living and the dead in this puzzle platformer adventure game as you try to figure out the reason why she died in the first place. It's only $1.99 until November 3rd. CARRION is a reverse horror game. Instead of running from the monster, you are the monster. Terrorize the facility and its inhabitants as a creature in this Metroidvania as you grow and upgrade your powers in one of the better, unique indie games on the Switch. I kinda consider this one a must-play for such a unique concept. It's just $7.99 until November 1st. While you're watching the rest of this video, let me know in the comments down below, what are some of your favorite games for Halloween? In Rogue Legacy, you explore a randomly generated dungeon as one of your several offspring in order to defeat the final boss. Each time you die, and trust me, you will, you get to play as one of the hero's offspring. Now the catch is, the offspring is born with certain characteristics or abilities that can either prove helpful or actually work against you. For example, you could be born colorblind or be born with dwarfism. It's a really unique game. I like it a lot, with its bit of a Castlevania vibe, and it's only $2.99 during the sale. It's totally worth picking up for $3. Gibbous, a Cthulhu adventure, reminds me of those old LucasArts adventure games of the past, featuring full voice acting for everyone, a wonderful cartoon look, and lots of humor. This tale of a cult in Transylvania is a treat. Make sure to pick this one up. It's back on sale at its rock bottom price of $1.99. A steal for it until November 1st. While the movie sucked, the game based on the movie is awesome. The Mummy Demastered is a Metroidvania / run-and-gun game loosely based on the movie from the geniuses at WayForward. It's fantastic, a bit challenging, but still good, with plenty of weapons to use, monsters to shoot, and some big epic boss fights. This game does not go on sale too often, so if you want it on Switch, don't wait. The last time this game was on sale was back in December of last year. It's 50% off until November 1st. Slayaway Camp Butcher's Cut is a puzzle game where you get to play as the killer and aim to take down all the victims in each level. It's a pretty packed game too, over 300 levels with over 60 killers to play as. Needless to say, it is a mature game FYI, so don't let the graphics fool ya. Anyway, if you like those 80s horror camp movies, well, this is pretty much video game form. I like it. It's just $2.24 via the latest sale. When I think of Halloween games, Pumpkin Jack is one of the first that comes to mind. I mean, it's pretty much a Halloween themed game. Now, Pumpkin Jack is similar to the medieval games, if you remember that series from the PlayStation. It means timing your attacks and dodges, solving puzzles, and of course meeting some helpful and not so helpful companions along the way. It's not a long game too, which makes it a good one to enjoy in a night or two during this time of year. It's $8.99 until November 3rd. TurboGrafx and PC Engine fans will remember Alien Crush and Double Crush, a pair of horror-themed pinball games that were awesome back then and still awesome to play right now. Seriously, find yourself a way to play those games. Now, if you ever wished for a modern sequel, Demon's Tilt is very much that, with its horror and sci-fi horror aesthetics and some very awesome pinball gameplay. It's $9.99 on the eShop until November 3rd. The 2D Gothic horror Metroidvania, Blasphemous, is terrific with its brutal combat and gameplay. It's received a lot of praise, as has the recently released sequel. Right now, it's not the cheapest it's ever been on sale for, but if you're looking for a good Metroidvania game for the season to play right now, then Blasphemous is absolutely one of the best. It's on sale for $9.99 until November 12th. Nintendo Switch Online members get access to a free game trial, and it's honestly one of the better ones they've done in a while. From the 25th of October until Halloween, Nintendo Switch Online members get to play Cult of the Lamb for free. I've been playing it, and I'm addicted. It's really, really good. For those who wish to buy the game, or don't have Nintendo Switch Online, you can buy the game for 40% off at $14.99 during the same time period. That's actually the lowest price the game has ever been for on the eShop. The Heretic Edition, which includes the DLC packs to add new follower forms and cosmetics, can be had for 35% off at just under $23. Shoot lots of aliens and monsters in the face in the arena shooter Xeno Crisis. It's a fun arcade-like game for those who love classic games like Smash TV or Total Carnage. Featuring local co-op play options, 7 big areas to play in, 2 difficulty levels, 3 modes of play. It's a decent-sized shooter that even if you beat it, it'll totally be worth playing over and over due to the amount of random elements each time you play. It's $4.99 at a brand new low price on the eShop until November 3rd. In the mood for some sci-fi and aliens and such? Well, XCOM is full of that, and plus you get to witness the horror of attempting to take out an enemy, miss, and then witness one of your characters die by a miracle shot. If you know, you know. XCOM can be brutal at times, but it's still an awesome series nevertheless. The XCOM 2 Collection on Switch contains the game and all the DLC and expansions, and it's just $7.99 via the latest sale. The Bioshock games, especially the first 2, really echo that sci-fi horror aesthetic, and they are classics. The Switch ports are pretty darn good, they look great, and are awesome on the go. The Bioshock Collection contains all 3 games, plus all the single-player DLC for the games. It's just $9.99 via the latest eShop sale. For those who are fans of gore, how can you forget about Mortal Kombat? It's full of it. If you ever wanted to pick up Mortal Kombat 11 for the Switch, then the Ultimate Edition is the way to go. It includes everything, all the DLC, content, and updates. It's the complete experience. Best of all, it can be had for just under $9. That's a pretty darn good deal. For $2, Dicey Dungeons is a must-own. This deck-building, roguelike game has you playing as one of the 6 dice characters as you beat up foes and collect cards to assemble the best deck for your combat strategy. Cards are pulled from your deck during battle and can be activated via Dicey roll and then placed on the cards. Each character has their own playstyle, and there's 6 unique episode campaigns that have their own role sets, so there's a ton of variety to the gameplay and a lot of content. In addition, this version includes the bonus episodes, including the Halloween special. I love this game's challenge, the use of dice to use your cards. It's an awesome and addicting game, and again it's just $2. A darn good deal for it. If you're looking for a good Halloween game, but you're not into the spooks and scares, then pick up the gothic-style game, Lost in Random. This game feels like it's straight out of a Tim Burton movie of sorts. This game features tactical combat, card collecting, and dice gameplay that makes up for a weird but interesting mix that I enjoyed. Check it out on the eShop. It's down to $2.99, a no-brainer of a price for Halloween or any time. Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville has a ton of content in both single-player and online multiplayer. Take on missions as one of the plants or zombies through 23 different classes as you mow down the opposing force. There's plenty of stuff to earn and unlock, as well as plenty of upgrades to obtain through the many different modes. You can nab it off the eShop via the Complete Edition for just $5.99 via the latest eShop sale. The Complete Edition also includes all the DLC and cosmetics. The Ghosts and Goblins series, the legendary horror-themed action platformer series, features brutal but fair difficulty that you need to beat twice, yes twice, to fully complete. The latest game in the series, Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection, features a neat storybook visual style, 4 different difficulty modes, as well as I do believe this is a series first local co-op mode. It's down to a brand new low price of $9.99 via the latest eShop sale, just in time for the spooky season. Everyone needs to buy Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, mainly because I want a sequel. But anyway, the puzzle adventure game was a classic on the DS, and the version on Switch features improved HD visuals along with new content. If you never played it before, then check out the demo on the eShop, where the basic gameplay is this. One half of each chapter is about investigating, gathering what you need, and the second half has you saving lives with your ghostly powers. It's such a neat concept. It's on sale for the first time ever on the eShop for $19.99. If you're a fan of tabletop RPGs, especially the Dungeons & Dragons games, then you need to check out this hidden gem, the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. There's a ton of campaigns to play, replicating the tabletop and miniatures look of those style of games in video game form. For only $1.99, a brand new low price for it, it's a steal in my view, considering all the content you get. You can not only play as one of the heroes through their own stories, you can also play as one of the monsters. That's pretty cool. A bunch of Data East games are on sale for $1.99 each, but for brevity's sakes, I'm just going to point out 2 points of interest from that sale. First being Night Slashes, a zombie horror beat-em-up game for just $1.99 that might be worth picking up just in time for Halloween. It's a lot of fun, and while it's not the best beat-em-up game ever, having a horror theme does set it apart from others in the genre. The puzzle platformer horror adventure series, the Little Nightmare series, are great games for Halloween or anytime. The bundle is the highlight from the sale, as it contains the complete edition of the first game, with all the DLC included, and also includes the sequel too. Of course, you can nab each game on sale too separately, but I highly recommend the bundle to save the most money. For $2.99, you just cannot beat the value of the Amnesia collection. Want some truly spooky games for Halloween? This is the deal. This collection includes The Dark Descent, Justine, and A Machine for Pigs. Basically 3 games for $3 total. It's a must-own for spooky game fans at that price. I love Telltale's adventure game series of The Walking Dead. These horror games will hit you right in the feels, especially that first one. Oh man, it makes me just tear up thinking about it. Anyway, you can nab all 4 seasons on the Switch at major discounts for those who want to witness it the first time or again. Seasons 1 through 3 can be had for $3.74 each, while Part 4, the final season, can be had for $4.99. If you want some good survival horror on the Switch, the Outlast games are some great experiences for a cheap price. The first one, Outlast Bundle of Terror, has the game and the DLC included, where you explore a creepy as hell sanatorium, and that's just $3.74. The sequel, which places you in the middle of the Arizona desert with a town out of hell, is on sale for just under $5. Maneater is the closest we'll get to a Jaws-like game, and it's pretty cool as you get to play as the shark. You get to hunt and eat the humans in this shark RPG as you level up, grow, and evolve with your crazy powers, so you aim to terrorize the masses as well as take down your hunters. It's a treat, and it's only $13.99 at its lowest price ever on the eShop until November 1st. Among the Sleep is a creepy game that has you playing as a 2-year-old kid crawling through a creepy and haunted house. It's a pretty trippy, psychological horror adventure game as the kid tries to find out what happened to his mom. Also, that teddy bear is somehow alive. Yeah, things are crazy in this one. It's a good recommend for just $5, which is what it's on sale for until November 1st. A lot of us cut our teeth on survival horror with the PlayStation 1 and 2 era of gaming, and Tormented Souls aims to recreate that. You get the familiar gameplay, the fixed camera perspectives, and most importantly, the spooks and chills of that era. And you know what? It achieves that retro horror feel while providing a good game experience. If you're looking to relive the glory days of survival horror, Tormented Souls is one of the best ways to do so. It's at its lowest price ever on the eShop at $10.99 until November 1st. One of the best survival horror games on Switch is Alien Isolation. It's creepy as hell, with not only the aliens, but those damn robots. The can send some chills up your spine. The Switch version of the game, believe it or not, is one of the best ways to play the game. Seriously, it's pretty incredible how they made this game look so good, especially compared to some of the more powerful consoles the game is on. I mean, in some ways, it looks even better. It also includes all 7 DLCs, so you get the complete experience too. It's $14.99 until November 1st. It's the spooky season, and one of my go-to games is Layers of Fear Legacy. This psychological horror adventure game has you exploring a spooky and twisted house as you discover the mind behind the mad and probably insane artist. It's a must-play, and because of its length, it makes it a good go-to game for a night or two of chills. It's only $3 via the latest sale too, at a brand new low price on the eShop. A no-brainer for Halloween. The Valfaris and Slain Double Pack contains 2 awesome games for a low price. Both action games feature incredible looking pixel graphics with a heavy metal horror themed look that has you blasting through monsters and enemies left and right. These are perfect for a gamer who's looking for a good action game for Halloween. The pack is just $3.99 via the latest sale. Alder's Blood Definitive Edition is a turn-based strategy RPG that has you fighting off the demons of the night, witches, and more in combat. It's actually surprisingly good, if a bit hardcore at times. The fans of XCOM games, or those style of games, are probably used to that and will welcome the challenge. The Definitive Edition adds new enemy types, new weapons, and abilities to earn and unlock through the course of the game. It's $4.99 until November 8th. Of course, I gotta talk about at least one kaiju game from the Halloween sale, and my pick is Dawn of the Monsters. In this game, you control one of 4 kaijus as you destroy cities and beat up monsters in this awesome side-scrolling beat-em-up game from WayForward. It's a lot of fun to play. Sadly, there's no online play, but it does have local co-op play at the very least. It's on sale for $17.99 until November 8th. PARANORMASIGHT is a mystery visual novel / adventure game set in late 20th century Japan that has you investigating mysteries involving curses happening in the town. You have to do so while trying to avoid your own death. It's a pretty interesting adventure game with some creepy vibes going on. It can be had for $13.99 via the latest eShop sale. Longtime survival horror fans might remember an old Korean horror game called White Day, where it has you playing as a student who on the eve of the holiday sneaks into his school to hide candies for a sweet. After he sneaks into the school, he discovers that the school is not all as it seems. It's actually pretty haunted as heck. Well, there is an updated version of the Switch called White Day, a Labyrinth named school. If you're looking to experience this classic in its new updated form, you can nab it on sale at a brand new low price of $19.49 until November 1st. The Fatal Frame series just might be my favorite survival horror series. Now the 4th and the 5th games are available on Switch. Fatal Frame, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse is the long-awaited 4th entry that got translated and got released in North America for the first time ever earlier this year. It's on sale for $34.99. It's the lowest price ever on the eShop. Maiden of Blackwater, which was the 5th game that originally got released on the Wii U, is on the Switch eShop for $27.99. It's the lowest price ever. The Coma Games are some excellent indie horror adventure games. The first one has you exploring a twisted school at night, trying to piece together clues while avoiding the many dangers and certain death that roam the halls. This is on sale for $2.99 on the eShop. The second one, which is on sale for the same price, is also set in a haunted school. This one has a different story and different characters, and a much improved art style. The Persistence is a first-person game as you set on a colony spaceship that is stranded in space, and things seem to be going to hell. The crew has been mutilated into horrific creatures, and it's up to you to repair the ship and survive. The game sports a lot of random elements, so each time you play, things will be different the next time around. It even has multiplayer, where players with a phone or tablet can join in to interact with the ship in real time. It's good sci-fi horror stuff, and it's only $2.99 via the horror sale. Another collection on sale for an amazing value for Switch gamers is the Doom Slayers Collection. This contains Doom 2016, as well as Doom 1993, Doom 2 Classic, Doom 64, and Doom 3, all in the same bundle. The classic games have all been updated with modern controls and features, as well as some additional content. As far as Doom 2016 goes, it's the impossible port. After all this time, it's still pretty crazy how they got this game to run on the Switch, and it's a damn good FPS experience. You can also nab all these games for sale on the eShop separate from the bundle, with Doom 2016 for $9.99, Doom 1, 2, and 64 for $1.99 each, and Doom 3 for $3.99. Quake got an enhanced release a few years ago, updating the visuals to full HD and widescreen support, as well as improvements to all the models, environments, and lighting. It's the best looking version of the game, but it's also one of the best ways to experience it. It includes the original and new expansion packs, as well as the all-new Horde mode, plus the ability to download additional mods and missions. And of course it includes cross-play online play. It's just $3.99 via the latest eShop sale. But in addition, Quake II is on sale for the same price. This newly released remastered version from this past summer features a ton of the same updates from Quake I Remastered with HD and widescreen support, new models, lighting, and such. It also includes the original expansion packs, plus the new expansion Call of the Machine. And hell, you even get Quake II 64 included. Plus there's that sweet online crossplay multiplayer in it. Both Quake games are classics, and what they did in these remastered versions is nothing short of amazing. To get both of these remastered versions for basically $8, that's a heck of a deal. Dying Light Definitive Edition is the complete edition of the zombie game, as it contains all the DLC and updates for the game over all the years, and is considered the final version of the game. There's so much content to explore in this open world survival game, from the main story, to the expansion, to the Horde mode, and more, as well as new weapons and items to use. This game will last you a long time, and on its own, it's more than worth the discounted price. Finally, there's the Resident Evil games on sale, just in time for Halloween. Resident Evil HD, 0, 4, 5, and 6 can be had for just $9.99 each. The Resident Evil Revelations games can be had for $7.99 each. Those games include all the DLC and updates included. Also, we can't forget the Devil May Cry series from Capcom. They got some horror themes going on as well, and those are good for those who want a little more action in their games for Halloween. All three games, 1, 2, and the Special Edition of 3, can be had for $9.99 each until November 1st. And there you go, that's a massive list of horror and horror-themed games for Halloween on sale on the Switch eShop. There's a ton to choose from. Over 50 games have been featured in this video. What games are you planning to play for Halloween? Let me know in the comments down below. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and consider becoming a subscriber if you haven't already, so you can stay up to date with all the latest videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a safe and happy Halloween, and I'll catch you in the next video.